favourite makeup item? I'm recording.
You're talking to me.
Can't you hear me talking to myself? Hi guys, so yesterday I asked on my Instagram whether I should film a question and answer video and whether you guys had any questions to ask me, and I got a really great response, so thank you to everybody who commented, and I guess today I'm just going to go ahead and answer your questions. Then Gila XO asks, where are you from and did you visit your country? My parents are Pakistani, well I'm Pakistani but I'm British born and bred. And yeah, I have been to Pakistan. I've been about 5 times I think. I went last time I went was last March. What's your favourite food? PS, love your fashion sense. Ah, that's from Narmeen X. My favourite food? Everything. Such a fatty. X Maria XO said, who is your favourite Instagrammer? I'm going to have to go through my Instagram list because there's quite a few pages that I really like. I think my favourite, I follow pages that where the photo quality is really good or where the pictures are really inspiring. I like Instagrammers who do a lot of flat lay images of their breakfast or their lunch or just accessories and stuff. I'm really into that at the moment, and obviously outfit of the day pictures. I think the best quality pictures at the moment, the page that I follow is Kture, so I'll try and remember to link these below afterwards if I have time, but yeah, definitely check her out. Fake Leather, 50 pairs of shoes, Not Your Standard, Golden Diamonds, Coco Beauty, Vanity Femme, Outfit of the Day magazine. What are you doing in terms of education / work? PS, you're beautiful, mashallah. Ah, that's on 7 of Allah 28. I did a law degree and then I did a postgraduate diploma in law, which is basically what you need to do to qualify as a solicitor in the UK. And then you need a 2-year training contract, which I haven't got. But what I'm doing instead is another course called the CLC. And once I've done that, I can qualify as a property lawyer, so I can practice property and probate, which is wills and administration of estates. _IA says, what are your hopes for the future? New subscriber over here. Ah, thanks for subscribing. Hopes for the future. I kind of try to concentrate on one dream at a time. I think if you try and do too many things at once, it doesn't really work. So my first aim was to get my degree, which I've done, alhamdulillah. Now I'm doing my CLC, so I just want to get qualified as a licensed conveyancer so that I can be a property lawyer. That's my next aim. But what I always have in the back of my mind is that I want to travel, and I'm going to be so gutted if I never do that. I want to see the world, so I think that's my biggest hope for the future. Aretha XO says, your favourite makeup item? I would say eyelash curler. I think a few lashes of curl, that makes a big difference, but that's not really a makeup item, is it? It's a makeup utensil. Makeup item. Blusher? Blusher or contour. And she said, please shout me out. So yeah, there's just that shout out. Phoebe _Jarbisa said, how long have you been vlogging and any advice for new bloggers? I started making YouTube videos last January, but then I kind of stopped because stuff got busy. Now I'm trying to get back into it and do one a week. My clothes blog, my personal style blog, has been up since August, so 4 or 5 months. I've got loads and loads of tips, and it'll take forever to go through them. So if you guys want to see a tips for bloggers video, then thumbs up this video and leave a comment below, and inshallah I can film that next week. X Ahmed said, what countries would you like to visit? I want to go everywhere, inshallah. That's my aim in life. I just think there's so much to see that you can't just be stuck in one corner of the world. At the top of my list is probably historic places, or places I really want to see the Taj Mahal in India. I want to see the Great Wall of China. I want to see the pyramids in the Nile. I want to see the Great Canyon. I want to see I can't remember now. Zillion Tower Pizza, not pizza. One place I do really want to go, and you need to Google this, is Jade Mountain Hotel in St. Lucia in the Caribbean. Oh, it's so gorgeous. It's the hotel is on a mountain and each room is 3 walls, so the 4th wall is missing. So when you wake up in the morning, you just have this beautiful view, and there's an infinity pool at the end of each bedroom, and oh, it's so nice. Inshallah, one day. FVTXXMA says, how old are you? By the way, you're gorgeous. Oh, thank you. I'm 22 and I'm going to be 23 in 2 weeks' time. Aisha said, any advice for anyone going into a law career? Get work experience. Zinda Chist says, when did you start wearing the hijab? Was it a personal choice? I started wearing the hijab 2.5 years ago, and yeah, it was a personal choice. What's your mother language? Can you speak it? That's from Naz844. My mother tongue is something called Patwari, which is like, it's like Midpuri, but for people who aren't from Midpur. And it's like a mix between Punjabi and Urdu. And yes, I can speak it. Nax YA says, shout me out in your video. For TA says, where are you from originally and do you have any siblings? I have 2 sisters and 1 brother, and I'm the oldest. And K2040 says, what's your favourite perfumes? I love DKNY Pure, like that's my fragrance. I always wear that. But there is a few others that I like. I do like D&G Light Blue. I do like Daisy by Marc Jacobs. And I do like Gucci, like the black bottle one. I think any perfumes that kind of smell like Arabic oud, like I love the like strong perfumes. Ni3 Max D says, what do you think about what is happening in France and the Je suis Charlie thing? I think a lot. I try not to say anything about stuff like this because if I start, I won't stop and I'll be here for hours. Obviously what happened in France is wrong. The fact that these 2 people went and shot 12 people is wrong. I don't agree with what the journalist did. Yeah, we all have freedom of speech, but you shouldn't use your freedom of speech to offend other people. Obviously there are going to be times where your freedom of speech, what you believe in clashes with what other people believe in, but you shouldn't deliberately set out to offend people. But that doesn't justify them going and killing them people, especially in the name of our prophet and in the name of our beloved prophet. Who wouldn't want that? And the people that did it, they don't realise that they give Islam such a bad name, and they make life for the rest of us so much harder. I try not to say anything at all on the subject, just because a couple of years ago I decided that I wasn't going to apologise for Muslim extremists and what they do. Like, they don't represent me and they don't represent my religion, and as far as I'm concerned they've got nothing to do with me. I'm not burying my head in the sand, I just prefer not to talk about it because it really does stress me out, because I think how long till enough is enough and how long until life as we know it is not the same. But yeah, let's not talk about that. How do you keep your body so healthy, or diet/exercise? And that's from Lindsay Sweet. I don't diet and I don't exercise, and it's so bad. Since I started working, which is like the last 6 months, I've put on so much weight because I'm literally just sat at my desk all day eating crap. Aisha_K_ says, X says, do you think by blogging and making YouTube videos is a good idea? Because on your Instagram bio it says no men, but when they watch your videos or check your blog, it's only a question. I don't want to get attacked, but you are very good to go. Okay, I've had this before. Loads of people say, why don't you put your profile on private, or why do you make YouTube videos if you don't want men to watch? When I was growing up, like, there was no Muslim role models or no hijabi role models, and I'm not saying that I'm a hijabi role model, but what I am saying is when you are growing up in a Western country as a Muslim from an ethnic minority and you choose to wear the hijab, it can be hard. It can be hard to look to somebody for inspiration when everybody you look to is not the same as you. They're not from the same background. They don't have the same cultural or religious values. And it can be tough. So I think the fact that there are YouTubers out there, hijabi YouTubers, it helps. And if men have, like, there's a warning on my Instagram page, no men, blah, blah, blah. And I do literally go through my followers list and block all men. But essentially if they want to follow and learn about fashion, then fine. Nasata Fahana says, what are some of your staple modest wardrobe pieces in summer? Maxi skirts and like kaftan blouses. I think that's staple in the summer. Miriam XXXX says, how do you prefer revising? What techniques do you use? For example, mine was flashcards. I actually have a video on my channel from last year when I was still at uni about my revision tips. Cleda Begum says, text me, we need to link very soon. Cleda's one of my school friends. I do need to text her. I will text you, Cleda. Aisha J says, I can find me okay with you being on the internet, YouTube specifically. My parents are really cool with it. Like, I'm really, really lucky, and alhamdulillah, my parents are really laid back. They're both really religious, and people always tend to think like, oh, they must be really strict. But I think how much they know about religion makes them quite liberal, and they've always been quite easy with me doing what I do as long as, like, not being a bad Muslim. And they've always been like, you know, you're going to learn from your own mistakes. I think sometimes my mum is like, especially when I take pictures of certain outfits for my blog, she's like, oh, everybody's going to see that, look at what you're wearing. But what I then try to do is compromise. I wouldn't wear something that's not modest. And if she's like, why are you wearing that? I'd be like, look, I'm covered, blah, blah, blah. So I think I do meet them halfway. But essentially they see that they see what the benefit in what I'm doing, and they understand that it's not wrong. And obviously when you live in like a tight-knit community, people do talk, people do say stuff, and I think at the start my mum was worried about that, like all mums would be, but now she's kind of like, you do what makes you happy. What's your favourite thing about being a hijabi? I love you. Oh, that's from My Name's Zara. I think my favourite thing is that every time I look in the mirror I get reminded of who I am. It's a constant reminder to be a better Muslim, I think. What's your favourite colour? That's from Alia. What's my favourite colour? You really need to ask. It's pink. Such a girl. I tried answering as many questions as I could, but obviously there was a lot. I need a drink now, my mouth is dry. And I didn't want the video to be too long either. But if you've got any other questions, pop them down below and I will answer them soon, inshallah. If you want to see a video on like tips for new bloggers, or on, what's the other one that I was going to do? On staple pieces for like a modest wardrobe, let me know and I will film them soon, inshallah. And I'll see you all soon, inshallah.